Hey, welcome back, everybody. And here's the question of the day. We've been getting a lot of information. We've been seeing some misinformation. More importantly, we've seen a lot of different questions coming across, in which, of course, super helps the channel, helps you guys out there get better information. So remember to like and subscribe. Here's the question, though. Is rising inventory and slower sales, is that creating a problem? We're going to go into that. We're going to go into our weekly metrics so you see them in real time, not what was happening in October. Let's talk about December. That's where we're at today. So anyway, let's get the show on the road. All right. So one of the biggest questions that have been asked is, hey, are we heading down? Are we going in a downward trend? And what the heck is going on? And hey, I'm thinking about selling my house, but is it a bad time to sell? What should we do? And those are great questions. And so when we take a look at this, and the Northwest MLS actually put out their press release. It's dated December 3rd, came out a little bit later than that. But basically it says, look, November, last month, saw more homes on the market year over year with active listings up 24%. Remember, this is also, when we talk about this, they include not only residential, but condos, manufactured homes, and we don't in our metrics. We look at single family only. We look at condos only. We look at other like manufactured, vacant land, multifamily. Each one of those have to be separate. We don't lump it all in together because it's just too... to me, it's just too broad of a spread. That's their metric that they use every single month. It's consistent. We use single family on our show here consistently because that's the bulk of what people have. Anyway, let's get back to it. All right. So typical seasonal slowdown heading into the winter, which is what we've been saying, There you go. Buyer activity remains steady. I 100% agree with that. With property showings holding close to last year's levels, absolutely agree with that. Mortgage interest rates leveled off in November, ending at about 6.23. Persistent interest rates combined with usual seasonal downturn at this time of year have caused prices and sales to drop both month over month and year over year. And that came out of the Washington Center Real Estate Research of the University of Washington. Now, I 100% agree with every bit of that. Now, here's the funny thing. We just had the Feds meet on the 10th. And yes, they did do a 0.25% rate drop on the Fed rate. Has nothing to do with long-term mortgage rates, Fed rate. But the good news is we bobbled up a little bit, not much, and then we've been heading back in a more positive trend, in which you're going to see here shortly. So the key thing that when you take a look at this, right, and if we take a look at kind of our key takeaways that they published, said, hey, listen, 23.9% increase and the total number of properties listed year over year. Okay, when you compare that to November of 2024, we saw, I would say, a 3,000 home increase. That's across Washington State. When compared to the previous month, inventory increased by 3,234 listings, or down 17.2%. So when we take a look at it, again, we have seasonality that comes into play. And that is 100% of what we are seeing. It is normal for people, as we get to the holidays, start pulling the home off the market. There are some that will put their home on the market, as you will see shortly. But seasonally normal to see that transition and people getting ready to re-engage in the spring market. Now, when we come back, we take a look at close. The number of closed sales decreased by 10.6%. And you might think, oh my gosh, that's a big number. It is 576 homes. That's all, year over year. Not a big deal. No earth-shattering news there. 6 counties with the largest decrease, not unexpectedly, is Okanagan, Chelan, Skagit, Kitsap, Mason County. I'm surprised Snohomish came in at 14.6%, 14.5%. Here's the thing. Why would I mention that? Well, because note that most of those are Eastern Washington. Okay. Two absolutely different, demographics in its entirety. But yet, when you see a lot of statistics, and this is why I'm bringing this up, when you see a lot of the national statistics, they use the whole state. And really, you can't. Eastern Washington, Western Washington, those are two different demographics altogether. And they do different things. And price adjustments, for more urban versus rural, those, again, come into play. And, of course, Eastern Washington, things are spread out a little bit more. Just saying. All right. So if we come back here and we take a look at this, get a load of this. Residential homes and condominiums sold in November of 2025 was 630,000, a decrease of 2.3% versus 645,000, or a $15,000 difference. Now, the three counties with the highest median sales price, San Juan, they don't have that many sales, so they were a winner. King County, and then of course Snohomish, even though Snohomish had less sales, they are still within the top three. Now, again, those are on this side of the mountain, not unexpected. When we talk about Keybox access, this is for sellers. Listen, we had an increase in November, year over year. Why? Because rates came down. Why? Because we've been seeing better and better numbers, and the feds are feeling more comfortable, and people, as far as the market is starting to, to level out. Total number of properties showing scheduled through the Northwest MLS increased by just shy of 1%. Again, 100% normal, every bit of what we would expect. Okay. Again, seasonally normal. We are right there. We're still heading in a positive direction. In fact, funny enough, pricing still heads in a positive direction, and a lot of that is rate. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So we have mortgage apps ebb a little bit, despite there's a strong purchase demand. It's red, so you can see that our interest rate just edged up just ever so slightly. Okay, but again, our conforming loans rates, those went up, and that is excellent. So, the ability to buy more and stay within conforming rates absolutely benefited. And then, of course, mortgage rates are actually a little bit higher. That was on earlier in the week, and later in the week, they absolutely dropped off. So when we talk about rate is super important. We're seeing a lot of bobbling that's going around. Our 7-day average, we're absolutely just seeing a lot of things. We put the December 10th. Is it going to have a big impact? No, it did not have a big impact. And as you can see that over by Santa, here's the thing. When we talk about rate, that is probably the biggest impact on affordability and buyers coming in. Don't think that there aren't buyers out there right now. I mean, there are gobs of buyers. The question is, what is it going to take to motivate them to come to the table? A lot of time it is interest rate. The second one is going to be, is that the right home, the right fit? Because when it is, they jump on it. Just saying, keep that in mind. Because when you take a look at rate, you start understanding what needs to happen. Hey, listen, you're going to have a link so you can compare loans. 5 questions you must ask when you're getting quoted mortgage rates. If you're interested in saving money and making sure that you're getting the best program and not just advertising, yeah, that's right, because banks advertise. Listen, watch that video. Again, like this, there's no selling. There's nothing there. Just make sure that you are paying attention and ask those 5 questions. Because if you don't, well, there's a high probability you're going to pay more than what you expected. All right. Now, as we go through and we start taking a look at what's going on with the metrics, remember, this is in real time. So you're going to see what's going on each and every week. And for some of you, go back to last year at this time and look at our predictions, and you're going to see we are absolutely 100% spot on. Super happy about that. We have a very high accuracy level. So here we go. When we talk about pricing, we talk about days on market. And year to date, look, our days on market have creeped up just a little bit. not unexpected, but it's very much the same as to where we were at, just the week before that and have been for the last couple of weeks. When we take a look at what's going on in our market, look, we had 479 homes that came on market. We had 844 that went off. That's almost 2x. Yeah, did you get that? 2x. So what we're saying is, hey, listen, we've got 479 sellers that said, hey, I want to sell my house right now. Super smart idea, actually. You get quality versus quantity, okay? And we have lower rates, and we still have the same buyer interest because there are buyers that want to be out there. Why? 844 homes went under contract. We already started drawing down our inventory levels yet again. And so don't think that, we need to wait. You don't have to wait. You price yourself right. You are going to be one of those offers, okay? I'm just saying. As a seller, you do not have to wait. It's super important. Now, you may not want a gaggle of people coming through. That's the benefit to this time of year. Only serious buyers really come through. Well-priced homes, we're still seeing multiple offers. Not anywhere near as many as we did before, hands down. But we still see them on well-priced homes. Just saying. All right. So if we come over and we take a look, remember, subscribe, like. There's no selling here. Just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at our year over year just for the MLS. Okay. Now, super simple. Year to date, today is the 13th. And so obviously these numbers only go to the 12th. But if we zoom in, look at that. Our sales are only off, and there's some folks out there saying, hey, we're way off. Our sales, yeah, we're not way off. As you can see, we're 0.2. I'm not even sure that's 100 homes. Just saying. Anyway, so when you take a look at our pendant are up 0.5%, about the same type of thing, right? A couple hundred homes. When we take a look at the month over month for December, look at that. Our listings are down 3.4%. Pendants actually are up 22.4%. And again, almost 100% driven by mortgage rates, 8.8% higher when we take a look at the number of homes that sold. But remember, that was November when we still started seeing our rates drop. We won't see all of our December numbers until January, which again is consistent, but those are December contracts. What we're seeing are November contracts right now, and we're doing really well. And because we did well up into the end of the month, we should absolutely surpass year over year what we did, because we're 0.5 point less in mortgage rate than where we were at last year. Now, if we take a look at, let me hide myself here. If we take a look at just pricing, we're up 0.8%, not quite 1%, year over year for single family homes that have sold. That is quite good. We're matched right there with the average home price. And the fact that those two numbers are so close is saying that seller and buyer perception are absolutely spot on. When we can have that level where buyers are listing and sellers are sellers are selling and buyers are buying, when we see that as a very level playing field, that's just good stuff right there. That means that perception of value is more in line. And again, why we're seeing more homes going pendant. Just saying. All right. So if we pop over, let's take a look at new construction here. Okay. So new construction is going to shock you a little bit because, yes, they've actually been doing really well. All things considered, even the far left, when you take a look at November and December, look, they're doing super well. They're at 34% higher in solds than where they were. And again, remember, when we talk about solds that are happening today, those are November contracts. In November, they offered some great incentives. They offered some better pricing, and buyers absolutely hit them hard. And we're still seeing that right now. In fact, if we come back here and we take it and we just blow this up a little bit, take a look at this. We're at 11.1. They're just off year to date. But yet in the month of December, month to date, look, they're 2.8% higher in rate than where they were at. That's a big deal. And with them and with the fact that they are needing to meet shareholder demand, they're offering great incentives. They are getting good stuff out there as far as price, product, incentives. Best time to buy a new house? Sure. Do you sacrifice sometimes on area? Sure. Do you have an 8 to 10% premium over, resale inventory? Yes, you do. But that's the incentive, right? New cars cost more than used cars. Okay. Not uncommon. It's okay. It just depends on what is in your perception of what you want. Okay. But are there resale homes that are definitely worth looking at? Oh, hands down. There's some great options out there. There's some great off-market options out there that are definitely worth considering. So keep that in mind. All right. If we come back here, we take a look at what we're doing price-wise. Hey, listen, the average sold price is actually up 13.4%. Super awesome. We're even up over last year, which again is a really good thing. Now, let's head into the bank-owned inventory world. Bank-owned homes right now, not very exciting. As you can see, and in fact, I almost guarantee they're going to say, oh my gosh, the number of homes, that came on market year over year is up 100%. It's 8 homes. That's nothing, guys. I mean, that's nothing. They say, hey, solds are up 27% year over year. That's 3 homes. Again, nothing, right? I mean, year to date, we're only 33 homes higher than where we were at last year, right? When we talk about total inventory, we had 78 homes more this year than last year. And you might say, George, 78, that's a lot of homes. I understand it's 78 unfortunate situations. I get that, okay? But that's peanuts. That's nothing. That's negligible, okay? We had 78 homes coming on in a week during the times when it was considered bad, right? 2008 through 2010. In fact, for our clients, they have access to notice of trustee sales or, homes that are in foreclosure as an opportunity to pursue. Only our clients, I'm just letting you know that, but there are different lists out there. Just saying, just keep that in mind. If you guys are taking a look at what's going on as far as actual sales or pendeds, sure. We had a couple of more that went pended, in December than this time last year. Situation normal. It's nothing crazy. Again, banks, when they take them back, paint, carpet, and vinyl, put them back on the market, they get market value for them. We don't have that many. We're still one of the greatest sweet spots across the United States. So if you would like a list of foreclosures, let us know. Only our clients have access to those. That is proprietary information like off-market homes. But put your questions down below. Subscribe. Let us know what you think. In the meantime, have an absolutely beautiful week. Merry Christmas to everybody. We got a little Santa down there. It's going to be a dry day. It's a little gray, but at least we're not raining and we're not flooding. In the meantime, you guys have an absolutely beautiful day. I will see you on the next video. Take care.